Hey guys, it's Isabella. So today I'm gonna talk about some really depressing and fucked up shit. So, yeah, alright, let's get into that. I don't know if I really want to edit this video, because, I'm a little bit lazy, but also I want it to be authentic. I want you to see my thought process, and I want you to see me stumbling over my words. But I'll try to think before I speak in this video, so we'll see how it goes. Anyway, um I guess the first thing I'll talk about is when my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer. So I didn't know that at the time. Like, I had no idea. I don't even remember knowing that it was cancer. I thought he just had the surgery and that was it. That was all it was. But no, like, I found this out like about a year or two ago, because my sister was talking about going to a psychic and stuff. I'll get to that. But she was saying, when she was talking about one of her family members who was like doomed to be sick or something, um, she mentioned prostate cancer. And I'm like, wait, what? Dad had prostate cancer? And then my mom and sister were like in the car, but like I felt like they were looking at me like, bitch, is you slow? And I'm like, I didn't know that. And I also found out that my grandma died of colon cancer. So I'm like, what? There's all this cancer in my family. Am I gonna get cancer? I don't know. But yeah. So about that, like it didn't really affect me that much. I was like probably like 8 or 9 at the time. But after he got his surgery, like he was laid off of his job because there were too many people working there or something. I don't know. And everything just got so bad. Like, my dad was an alcoholic, but he's been that for a while. And my mom was just completely fed up. So she's like, listen, I'm not gonna deal with this shit. Either you change or I'm leaving you. So she left him. And that really affected me as a child. Um, because like I thought my parents were gonna be together forever and we were gonna live such a happy little life with 2 parents and 4 kids, 2 girls, 2 boys, just like the perfect family life. Everything would have been so great, so amazing. But little did I know that's not how family actually is. Families are dysfunctional, they'll break your heart, they'll break your car, they'll break your bank, they'll do a lot of messed up shit. And they say blood is thicker than water, and I mean, yeah, it is, but like, the truth is, no one's ever really gonna be there for you forever. And I mean, that's kind of the sad truth, but I'm sorry to be depressing. But yeah. Also, back to my sister, and the psychic thing. Like, lately, Stephanie was telling me that she got a psychic reading. I'm like, oh, I want to try that out because I haven't really told anyone about this. But, my sister got a psychic reading before. And, the psychic said someone in your family is sick and they need help. And, my sister was like, oh, like, she was thinking in her head, oh, is it my mom? Because, like, she's bipolar, like, sick in the mental sense, or, like, I think the psychic was like, no, it's physical or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But a few months later, um, that's when my dad was diagnosed with prostate cancer. And yeah, that was pretty wild. And, she predicted a few other things. I'm not sure what they were. I think it may have been like, I'm not sure, like, I think she may have predicted the divorce or something. I'm not sure. Oh wait. Oh no, I think the psychic was like, "Are your parents divorced because blah 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 blah?" And then my sister's like, "No, they're married, blah blah blah." And she's like, "Well, they're gonna separate real soon." And then a couple months later, they did. So there was that. And yeah. So there was other stuff. I don't remember. I don't think my sister really remembers all of it, but like, yeah. So there was that. And yeah, so that's why I like believe in psychics, I guess. Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like you can be really in tune with the earth and stuff. Like, I believe in that stuff to an extent. Like, I don't know if the psychics online were legit, but I don't know. She was giving me a lot of wise advice, which I probably should follow, but my brain wants to screw me over, so yeah. Like, part of me's just like, no, nobody cares about you. Everyone's gonna leave you. Everyone has their own friend. People don't invite you to shit, blah 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 blah. And then the other part of me is like, well, sometimes you treat other people like that, so you're not any better. And the other part of me is like, life is short, just fuck it. Be kind to everyone. Let your heart break. Let your heart feel something good. Just live life to the fullest. And that's the attitude I'm trying to go for. But it's not really working. But like, I'm trying. Sorry that this espresso is too depresso. That was really bad. But yeah. Instead of sipping the tea, you're sipping this depresso espresso. Okay. Sorry, I'm like really cringy. Anyway, so that was that. That was my foot. I didn't fart or anything. I want to kill myself. Yeah, so anyway. I'm gonna go to another topic. Okay. Don't know what those hand movements were, but okay. So the stuff Stephanie was saying about Leslie is very true. And also, I really need to fix this camera angle because I look like crap. And I swear my boobs aren't this big in real life. Well, they probably are, but like, anyway, as I was saying, so the stuff Stephanie was saying about Leslie, that is true. she's like a very bitchy, and she likes to play victim and shit. And whenever someone calls her out, she always cries and like, oh, I feel so sorry for myself. And I'm like, bitch, stop. But you know, like, I've tried being nice to her, okay? I put up with her shit for so long. But I decided to finally stop one day because my friend told me something. And honestly, I don't know if I can really trust him because he lies about everything. He's like a compulsive liar. Like, I don't hang out with him anymore because he's pretty toxic, but yeah, I don't know. I mean, I talk to him sometimes, but like, I don't like holding grudges on people, but I only do that if I like really just don't want to deal with your shit anymore. Just like, bye. But anyway, back to Leslie. The reason why I stopped talking to her and stuff, like, this was my final straw. that person said it's okay, I'm gonna quote her from what he said. It's Isabella's fault that she was put in the mental hospital. That's what she said. And she also said that like I used to make a lot of depressing jokes to like cope with depression and stuff, you know, like I'm gonna kill myself, but I actually wouldn't. Like all of my friends know that I'm not serious for the most part. But she would be like, Isabella needs to stop making depressing jokes because it's so triggering. And like I get that, but you know what? She's just like such a bitch about it. So I don't want to associate with her anymore. And also, there was like a group chat I was in, and Leslie was in that, and I was added to it, and I'm like, why is the shit talker in here? And she responded, really? ? And there are so many people in that group chat, like anyone could have responded to that, but she knows it was her, so she that's why she responded with really, because like she knows it's about her. Like if she honestly didn't do anything wrong, she would have just been like, what, like who's the shit talker? But like no, she responded with really, like she knew it was about her. And I was just like, oof. So yeah, and she removed me from the group chat, and then my friend sent me the screenshots, and she was like, problem solved. And I was like, wow. And she's and then I was added back to the group chat because that same person who sent me the screenshots put me back in the chat, and she said, well, if you're not gonna get offended by the truth, then blah 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 blah. Like if you're not gonna get offended by the truth, then it's not shit talking. And then I responded, well, maybe you're just a conceited bitch who thinks she's better than everyone else. And then apparently she went home crying, and I felt really satisfied with myself. But yeah, there was that. Yeah, I really don't like her as a person. She'll be mean to everyone else, and then she'll play victim. And like, by no means am I perfect. Like, I'm overweight, I make terrible jokes, I'm kind of ugly, crusty, depressed, annoying. I'm just gonna stop there because I don't want to make my self-esteem lower than it already is. But yeah. So, there was that. So, Leslie's a bitch, and I don't want to associate with her. She's talked so much shit about all our friends. And it's just like, little did she know, all of our friends talked amongst each other, so yeah. And I also have like a couple friends who are still friends with her, and I'm like, how? I guess she's only nice to like a few people, I don't know, but like they're best friends with her, or they can handle her passive aggressiveness, but like I can't. I'm a very sensitive person, or at least I used to be. Not as much as I was before, but I'm still very sensitive, so I don't like when people talk bad about me or like don't include me and shit. Like it triggers me in a way, you know, because it triggers all these thoughts that go in my head, and I can't really control them. But I'm going to talk about that in another video. I'm going to talk about my mental hospital experience and stuff. But I guess I'm just going to make like a story time part 2, mental hospital, blah blah blah. But yeah. That's all I have to say for this video. Also, sorry if my camera was shaking. If jumped around a little bit. I'm not sure if it was. And sorry for this really weird angle. Like, my body proportions look so off. But okay. But